Chat, I think we got a problem on our hands. A lot of the artists that are out now, a lot of Christian hip hop artists that are out now are unfortunately following and copying other people's songs. And I have a playlist that is backed up by these claims, and I'm going in blind because I'm trying to give people the benefit of the doubt, because honestly, that's what we're supposed to do: give people benefit of the doubt and see what's going on. But if the copying is blatant and is there, we gotta talk about it. So let's go ahead and jump into the first four songs. Two of them, so it's gonna be two songs that are similar, both the CHH and um, secular, as we call it, artist, and then we'll react to the second pair like that. Okay, so let's transition into that real quick. All right, the first one is gonna be First Class. Obviously, Jack Harlow released a song called First Class, which also samples Fergie's Fabulous. So, that's a great homage there. But then our boy Caleb Gordon made another song called First Class as well from his album Copyright Infringement. So let's see how similar it is. We're gonna go ahead and jump into the first one. We'll go into Caleb's song first, and then we'll go into actually no. Let's go into Jack Harlow's song first, and then we'll jump into Caleb Gordon's song second. All right. This is Jack Harlow's First Class.
I've been throw up the sex in uh-huh.
First 30 seconds we'll play.
And I can put you in. I can put you in. I've been throw up the sex in
Okay, so that's the first 30 seconds of Jack Harlow First Class. We're gonna listen to this guy Caleb Gordon's First Class and see the similarities. So we're gonna play the first 30 seconds of that too. Here we go.
Yeah. God is a traveler, switching up. I'm in that, know who you. Get a Lord, he can take you to. If you let him. Yeah. God is a traveler, switching up. I'm in that, know who you. Get a Lord.
Okay. That's blatant. That's very blatant actually. As to the similarities, right? Jack Harlow is obviously sampling Fergie's Fabulous, right? And then Kayla Gordon is doing the same like harmonies, and they're using the same sample. Well, yes and no, because Caleb is using the same um patterns, I guess, because but different lyrics. So it is kind of blatant to me. Um, hold on, let me move my camera over to this side real quick because I realize I'm blocking that. So um, I think it is. I think it's pretty blatant because you can hear the rhythm, the harmonies, and the patterns. So here is the problem. What is the problem, Sans? Because it's not original. Is that bad to say? First Class by Harlow came out a year before the Caleb First Class. It did. Um, well, not that far out. No, no. Well, yeah. Wait, did it? Yeah, it did because I forgot. Yeah, I remember because hold on. Let me click on the album. Yeah, no, yeah. It's a few years actually, and then you go to copyright infringement. Yeah. You're right. It was added to this playlist this year and last year. Yeah. That makes sense. But yeah, it's crazy. Uh, it's not original, man. Like First Class by Jack Harlow isn't original either because obviously they use the Fergie's Fabulous sample, which is perfectly fine. Everybody samples everybody all the time. But it's not original for Caleb to just use that, if that makes sense. But again, it's not that big of a deal because people sample things all the time. But I think the issue is like you want to be original and originality, especially in the CHH community, is very difficult to be original without trying to copy what these mainstream artists are trying to do, and then it just comes off as corny, if that makes sense. I think it's a little corny, but that's just me. Um, but we'll move on from First Class from Jack Harlow and Caleb Gordon. We're about to jump into Big God and Fiend. So Big God is by Red Tips, and then Fiend is by Travis Scott and Playboi Carti. So we're gonna see the similarities. So we'll play Fiend first, and then we'll jump into Big God. Fiend, we're gonna play 30 seconds. Big God will play 30 seconds as well. And then you guys let me know, YouTube, you let me know what your feelings are about this, what your comments are. Let me know down below. Like the video as well, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Which, like, what we doing? You guys think it is gonna be the same thing as First Class? So let's go into Fiend. Let's play that for 30 seconds. Everybody knows this. I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit.
Just come outside for the night. Take your time. Get your light. Shut it down.
All right, that's first 30 seconds of Fiend by Travis Scott, Playboi Carti. And then we're going to play Big God by Red Tips. First 30 seconds of that. So let's go ahead and go. Homie, what?
Do it right. Holy Spirit lead. He the God. We be taking flight. Super high. This ain't by my might. This is God. I'm with big G-O-D. I'm with big G-O-D.
Okay. 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 What do you guys think? It's definitely interesting. So obviously the first like intro part, like that part is blatant. Like chat, you can't tell me anything different than that. That is definitely blatant on that. I think Fiend by Travis Scott is it's catchy. It's catchy. I'm not gonna say it's a great song. It's catchy, and that's what some people consider as a great song because it's catchy, gets stuck in your head, which is perfectly fine. If that's your like, what's the word? Parameter? Sure, parameters, right? Um, but it doesn't. To me, it doesn't have substance. Red Tips obviously uses the same, like almost the same beat. I noticed like the drums and snares are a little different. That's fine. I think Red Tips made it sound a little bit more full, and you can tell like Fiend has pockets that aren't full, and then Big God has pockets that are. Like there's more ad libs, there's more instruments around when he says Big God, G-O-D-D-D, like that has different pockets that are being full and filled, and that's definitely like, I think that makes it better. Like that makes that beat better, and the message is there with Red Tips with Big God. So I like that. I genuinely like that a lot more than Fiend, and I may rock with that. But again, as I went back, because I'm praising it, right? I'm praising this, but I'm also going to give it some constructive criticism, and it's the originality of things. It's originality that you're taking from mainstream artists who are secular, and it's not. Again, it comes off as corny to me personally. Again, I'm just a fan of hip hop in general, both secular and Christian hip hop. Going back to Red Tips and Travis Scott, and just the whole premise of like CHH songs are taking from mainstream, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it just comes off as corny, not original, and it sometimes brings the wrong message of like, why are you trying to do the same thing as the mainstream and secular artists? That's just a discussion there. I am no expert and stuff like that, but it's definitely a question to ask, right? It's definitely a question to ask um, to these artists. And then going back to Gordon, he did release a whole album of copyrighted songs like that he just made his own. And if they were remixes, if he wrote remixes and all of that, that's just it's okay, I guess. But again, it may send the wrong message. But that's just me. Wavy Weeb says the flip is cool, but it's a little cringe, and bro definitely losing everything in court. No, yeah. Oh, these people that are using the beats and the samples, they're. I read somewhere where like the main artist who got this, who made the original song, they're the ones walking away with more money. Like, you don't think First Class by Caleb Gordon is getting hit by these fees? Caleb is probably making 25% of his whole song, right? Imagine writing a remix no one asked for. That's also a good question. Like, why are you trying to bet? That's it. Sans Pineapple, Sansi, you made a good point. One, why make a remix of a song that no one asked you to do? But two, why are you trying to backpack off the success of a song from someone else's? Again, remixes are fine because you're adding your own flavor to it to a certain extent, obviously. But if you're going for beat, or you're going word for bar, then that just makes it seem cringy and just corny to me. That's just my opinion. Um, but that's the discussion to have with these artists. Hopefully, if they do see this video, it is genuinely no harm. It is constructive criticism to my perspective on this. So keep that in mind when you're watching this video, if you do decide to watch this video. But I love you guys. I'm gonna end the video here. We'll probably record and react to some more songs like this coming up soon. But make sure you guys like the video, comment down below your thoughts, subscribe to the channel. I'm posting more content more often now, both on my gaming channel and my reaction channel, which you can find in the description down below. And Twitch, you can find that in chat too. I appreciate y'all. We're going to continue the discussion here on Twitch. So actually go follow me on Twitch if you haven't yet. All that's going to be in the description below. Let's get to 100 subscribers. Let's go ahead and hit that milestone, and go ahead and run up this video. Share it with everybody you know. Share it with the artists that may be part of this. You know, maybe you know of an artist that's doing this, to show them this as like a eye opener or different perspective. But I love you guys. Remember, you guys matter. Stay humble, and I'll definitely see you guys next video. Peace.